Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back with another series, and it is going to be XCOM 2 on the PlayStation 4. Now, I'm not exactly sure. I have played this before, but I'm not exactly sure what happens as soon as you hit start. So if there's cutscene or dialogue or something, I'm going to want to preserve that, so I might not be talking all that much. But we're going to get rid of this tutorial. I don't need that. Reduce beginner stuff. Get the subtitles on. And we're going to try Commander. I played through it on Veteran, I played through it on Commander on the PC, but this is my first experience with it on the PlayStation 4. I think we're gonna go Commander. I hope I don't regret it. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, we'll do Iron Man. Absolutely. Okay, we got a long loading screen here, so I guess I can speak a little bit. As I just said, I have played on PC, so this isn't a blind run by any stretch. I played through it the day it came out on PC. I went through Veteran, I believe was the second difficulty there. Played through that, finished it, went back and played through Commander on Iron Man. Alright, well.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by French elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate the benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent Administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest PD.
Approaching position. You were right. Definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gate crasher.
60 seconds.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
Alright, just to talk about the game for a second. The soldiers you'll see me commanding here, these are randomly generated every time. You can create characters, you can have a character pool, use characters your friends have created, but since I have no friends, and I have no creativity, I just use the random ones.
Peaceful enclaves within the city centers. It's time we move in and show them the fight isn't over yet. We're deploying to hit a high-profile target, one that they won't be able to cover up so easily. Move to secure the target site and eliminate any hostile contacts in the area.
The only real rule I have as far as this playthrough is concerned is that if I get squad wiped, which refers to everybody in my squad being killed. If that occurs, then that's game over for me. That's just the rule. I've always played XCOM with that rule for some reason, and I'm going to continue to do so. So as I was a little hesitant to use the commander difficulty, because it is actually a significant jump, and I'll explain a little bit of that as soon as we see some hostiles. See what we've got time-wise.
We have a fix on the target.
8 minutes.
Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position.
Okay. So as of now, it's just these 4, just generic rookie soldiers. Nothing big. You see the little shield icon there that's glowing. That is full cover. That, if I get fired on, that gives me a significant bonus to my defense. These half shields would be half cover, and anything without a shield is no cover at all. So you always want to try to find full cover if you can, but it's not always available. You get 2 actions per turn. That move was 1. I can now move again if I choose to. Let's do a little bit of. All right, I can already see some soldiers here. So I think I want to get on this roof because height advantage helps quite a bit. So I'm going to move him out to here.
Roger that. These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with.
Alright, now he's actually
They're
seen
disciplined
them.
and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
He's out of action, so no firing. If it turns out there's somebody over here, this is a bad decision, but I'm going to be a little risky right out of the gate and move to this spot. Because if they're over there to that side, they would actually get a flanking bonus on that soldier. So that could be very bad for me. But calculated risk. It didn't really seem like that would be a spot for someone. And we'll just go to here. And that'll be the end of our turn. And now the alien soldiers get a turn as well. Now something about... Alright, he has a shot. You can fire the shot at 65%, which actually isn't that terrible. But one thing I do want to talk about, right at the top center of the screen, you can see those cloaks and shadows. That means I'm concealed, which it means they don't know I'm here. Is really all that means. But if I move into their line of sight, if I move into the line of sight of one of these scanner things, you can just see one right here scanning this area. You saw it in the cutscene. Or even a civilian would report me. So I've got to keep myself somewhat concealed, well, completely concealed preferably, until I'm in a position I feel comfortable with. Now this is also risky. You never really...
Menace 1-5, you're near the target position.
You never really want to take your both your moves as the first action in a turn. And you see that little exclamation, that means I would be discovered if I made that move. So what do I actually want to do? I can only have 2 up there. So I'm going to say... Is there another? Alright, I can't get up there, but the civilians are right there, so I can't do that. We'll just go in this little half cover right here.
Solid copy. Roger that.
And totally we'll move to that full cover. And then move to this, I actually like this spot, really very close to, unless that's full cover. Okay, that's not. So yeah, we'll move to this spot. very close to where they're at. And really my main objective here is to neutralize all the targets and plant X4 charges on the monument. But as a secondary personal objective, I really want to get a kill for everyone. Can I? No. Okay. 68. I would like... Okay, you step to there. Go on Overwatch. That means if he sees somebody moving and concealment is broken, he will fire. You move up to the roof. Do nothing. You can go on Overwatch. You do nothing, and we're gonna open this up. 89, 87, 86. I kind of want to take the 86 because he's further away. I think there's a penalty to Overwatch shots. So I want the closer ones to be the ones being shot at during Overwatch. And I do want to just take a moment here to explain the biggest difference between Veteran and Commander difficulty. You see this guy, that flashing white above his head is his health. He has 4 hit points. And then you see at the bottom of the screen, my weapon can do 3 to 5 damage. And grenades happen to do 3. Or maybe 3 to 4. Let me actually see that. 3 to 4, okay. So, if you hit with a grenade, it's guaranteed to do 3 to 4. There's no missing. But there's a 50% chance it'll do 3 and a 50% chance it'll do 4. And with firing the weapon, it's obviously a 66% that does 3 or 4, and a 66 that does 4 or 5. 33% per each percentage. So, I said that the worst way I possibly could have. So with these guys having 4 hit points, a grenade is 50% chance to kill. Assault rifle is a 66% chance to kill. On Veteran difficulty, they only have 3 hit points. So if this hits, right above here, I'm pointing at the screen as though you can see it. Bottom center of the screen, it says 86% right above his head. That's the chance the weapon hits. But then there's also a secondary chance of how much damage the weapon does. On Veteran difficulty with their 3 hit points, if that 86% hit, it's a 100% chance that he dies. But now it's 86 and then 66. So that is a huge difference on just these little grunts. And these are pretty much the bulk of the enemies that you face, especially in the early game. But we are going to take this shot, and we will see how this goes for us. We'll shoot, hit him with max damage, that's good, he's done. And now we got the 2 guys on Overwatch that should fire on them as soon as they realize what's going on. There we go. So they start running. This guy with height fires. Gets the hit with max damage, that's great. He does not get the hit. Okay. So we get a promotion there, 2 promotions really. The 2 on the ceiling, on the roof at the promotion. Okay, I think to here is a flanking bonus. My concern is that there's a secondary squad here. There's my timer there, so I'm gonna make this move. If we unveil the other pod, this could be bad for us. But I think we've got to do it. I do. So we're gonna move here. That should give us flanking bonus on him. We did not uncover the other pod. 85% chance to hit. But it only does 3 damage. That's the thing. Oh, that would have been perfect if it had been... He might flee though. No, he didn't actually do anything. I guess he's just frightened. But my timer went off, so I gotta stop this one. I'll see you in a second.